Internet in Schools by Aaron Rivera. This presentation highlights an interview I conducted with an IT personnel at the West Covina Unified School District. This interview took place through an email conversation. We were unable to meet face to face, so the questions and answers were done through email. One of the questions I asked was, what are the security measures taken by the district to keep the internet safe for students? His response was that the West Covina Unified School District follows the California State Education Code as far as what students are allowed to access. Well, this response got me thinking. I didn't realize that there was an education code that addressed the internet. So I did a little bit of research, and I found that in 2000, an act was passed by Congress called the Children's Internet Protection Act. It basically safeguards children, making sure that the matter that they can see at schools and at libraries is appropriate, is safe. Anything that's questionable shouldn't be allowed to go through the web filter, and this allows the schools and libraries to receive a discount on their internet service and their technologies, stuff like that, because it's strictly for educational purposes and for children to learn. What is the bandwidth? So his response is that the West Covina Unified School District has a 1 Gbps line that connects each site to the district office and then out to the internet. Well, since I wasn't really sure what bandwidth was, this didn't mean a whole lot to me when I first got the answer. So I've been doing a lot more research on the internet, and I found this video that I thought it helped simplify it for me and help me understand a little bit better what bandwidth was. So I'd like to share that.
If you've ever wondered why your web browsing experience seems to slow down when you view larger files online, like photographs or videos, it deals with your internet connection speed, or bandwidth. Bandwidth might sound like a scary technical term, so here's a simple explanation. This pipe represents how everything you view on the internet gets from your internet service provider to your personal computer. The faster your connection, the larger this pipe is. The balloons represent the pieces of content you wish to view from the internet. They're all different size. Some things on the internet are small enough that they fit through the pipe all at once. They seem to arrive quickly. Others take longer. If they're large enough that they can't fit through all at once, what happens? Well, they don't fail to come through, they actually stretch out, like this. They will fit through, but it will take longer because the pipe is only so big. The larger the piece of content you wish to view, the longer it will take to be pulled through this pipe. It has to stretch out to fit the width of the pipe, hence bandwidth. What happens if you attempt to view several large files simultaneously? They all try to fit through, which stretches all of them out longer. This is why large pieces of content seem to take a while, especially if you try to access many at once. The web works this way for nearly every type of content, but there are a few exceptions. Since videos are one of the largest types of content on the internet, something called streaming was invented to deliver these files more effectively. Streaming makes the video files take this type of shape, allowing them to pass through the pipe smoothly, often leaving room for other things as well. And that's a simple explanation of file size and bandwidth.
Well, that made it very simple for me. I hope that helped you as well. Another question I asked is, what is the process to determine which websites are accessible for the students and which are blocked? And mainly the websites are blocked based on the web filter, which is based on the California State Educational Code. And he also stated that some certain websites are whitelisted or granted access if the administrator requests it and the Board of Education approves it. Another question I asked is, how do you protect all those computers from viruses? The response I got is that there's antivirus software on all the devices, and that there's also a firewall between the network and the internet. So this helps protect the computers from viruses as best they can. Another question that I was dealing with as a mother, I was wondering, How effective is the firewall for students? Are the older students able to bypass the web filter and firewall they have in place? And I put a quote here from his response. He put, "In our case, this is our web filter. Since I primarily deal with K through 6, I do not see a lot of issues. Bypassing the filters by older students is a fact of life at times. They can do an internet search to figure some of it out. However, they are not as wise as they think they are. We can see exactly where each device goes online if it is on our network at all." And I really like that answer because that makes me feel good to know that kids can't be bypassing the web filters in the high schools and middle schools without it being known by the school district, the administration. So there will be consequences for students who try to take these actions. And my conclusion is that this interview provided me with a lot of information about stuff I really would have never even thought of had I not been given this assignment. So I'm glad that I was able to complete this assignment and I really did learn a lot. The end. Thank you for watching.